Here's what happened round 13 of the FIA Motocross World Championship then at the Kirby Ring in Finland. MX2, race 1, burst into life. Andrea Adamo over the Foxhole shot line for the 5th time this year. Langenfelder emerged in 2nd, but then he ran wide in the next turn, throwing away a fantastic opportunity to challenge for the lead. He picked himself up in around about 10th or 11th position and eventually come home in 6th. Adamo led, Beniston was 2nd, Sasha Kunin 3rd. He then tipped over, but he also would put in a good, strong performance to get back some valuable points. De Wolf sitting there minding his own business, picked off Julius Mikkola. That put him into 3rd. That was on the opening lap. He went after Thibaut Beniston to move into 2nd. A lap later, Jens Walvort, who was in 5th place, body slammed himself. He would eventually pick himself up and finish in 15th position, but a hard hit for the Dutchman. Mikkola went down, picked himself up. He would eventually finish in 17th place. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead, nice little neat line here. De Wolf picking the pocket of Adamo. That was to take the lead on lap 4. Camden McClellan tipped over from 4th place. He was going after Thibaut Beniston and lost the toe, and then came under pressure from Sasha Kunin for that 4th place. Eventually Kunin got the better, made the run around the outside. That was on lap 15 of 19. Thibaut Beniston got this close to Andrea Adamo on the final lap, but it would go the way of Adamo for that 2nd place. Beniston would come home in 3rd, but it was a win in race 1 for De Wolf. Adamo 2nd, Beniston, Kunin, McClellan, your top 5. Langenfelder was 6th. The 2nd MX2 race under blue skies. Sasha Kunin with the 9th Foxhole shot of the campaign on his Red Bull KTM as he swept through the first couple of corners. Thibaut Beniston right there behind him. Kai de Wolf and Guillaume Perez as well, not too far behind. Simon Langenfelder buried in around about 8th or 9th place. So not another good start for the German. De Wolf got the better of Perez as he was carving his way through. This was for 3rd. That was at the start of lap 2. He then had his sights set on Thibaut Beniston. And then this was one of his favourite passing points on the track. He didn't only take 2nd position here from Beniston, he also took the lead there from Sasha Kunin a little later on in the race. Thibaut Beniston looked content then in that position. Guillaume Perez, who just picked himself up from a fall, fell down again. He had been running in 6th position. He eventually came home in 12th. This was the move De Wolf put on Sasha Kunin to take over the lead on lap 11 of 19, and from there he just controlled the gap. Thibaut Beniston tried to control 3rd position in the race and the podium, but Adamo went around the outside to take 3rd in the race. It was a race win for De Wolf, Kunin 2nd, Adamo 3rd. Your podium was De Wolf, Adamo and Kunin.
Guys, trophies, please.
Next, Nathaniel and
managed my rhythm really good this weekend. Together with the team, we made a decent plan, and yeah, we did exactly what we had to do, go 1-1-1. So that's what we done.
In MXGP race 1, it was Glenn Coldenhoff who swept across everybody on that Fantic factory machine for his 3rd Foxhole shot of the campaign. Lucas Kunin around the outside of him. Fernandez in there, he got nudged off the side of the track, I think, by Bonacorsi. Guadagnini had a good start initially in 3rd place. Fevre was about 9th or 10th. There was a bit of carnage going on behind as they tipped into that 3rd turn, but it was Kunin who was pushing the envelope, trying to find his way past Coldenhoff. Roman Fevre around about 8th place. through the first few corners. This was Kuhnen wheeling his way up the inside of Koldenhoff to take over the lead at the end of the opening lap. And from there, he was pushing around 5 seconds a lap quicker than anybody else till he had a moment that just kind of pulled him back down. Late on in the race, Calvin Verlanderen muscled his way past Ruben Fernandez, who made that mistake. That was for 4th on lap 16. Fevre got the better of Fernandez then. That was also around about 2 or 3 laps to go. Lucas Kuhnen hung on to take his 9th race win, his 32nd career victory from Koldenhoff, Bonacorsi, Verlanderen and Fevre. Fevre only just, though, from Fernandez. MXGP Race 2 in Finland, the decider. And the outcome of this Grand Prix would be decided. It was eventually Glenn Koldenhoff who was given the foxhole shot, but he was pipped into turn 2 by Lucas Kuhnen. And then the next couple of corners were monumental and decisive in this outcome, because Fernandez and Koldenhoff came together here in this next left-hand turn. Those two out of podium contention, damage to the bike of the Honda as well. Just behind here, the rider who finished 3rd in the race, Bonacorsi, also down. And having to fight his way through traffic again, Roman Fevre found his way past Jargo Kietz as he moved into 3rd. That was on lap 3, and a 13-second advantage dissipated into nothing as Kuhnen fell from the lead. He then made this mistake as he tried to regain his composure. That allowed Verlanderen to move through into the lead. Verlanderen's lead would last a lap before Kuhnen came back past to take over that lead. Fernandez was forced to retire after damage to that machine in that crash on the opening lap, as he lost points to Koldenhoff in that battle for 3rd in the championship as a result. Fevre found his way past the number 10 of Verlanderen. That put him into 2nd on lap 9, but he couldn't do anything about Lucas Kuhnen. Meanwhile, on the charge and eyeing up a potential podium was Koldenhoff. He made this move on the final lap or 2 to get himself into 5th, but it wasn't enough. He would tie 2nd with Fevre and Calvin Verlanderen, but your overall Grand Prix winner, Lucas Kuhnen.
Winners, Germany, Team Seamus director.
I mean, I guess the model wanted to be difficult for more from videos, because I ran away first laps, I was gone, and we back on top, baby. So, I mean, so pumped about that. Just rode amazing. Struggled a bit in Saturday with the track, but I mean, today I turned it on.